Hello, so today I'm going to show you the difference between a class variable and an instance variable. So I have got a class available here and I've got definitions of functions in the class, and we're later on going to make an object of this class and use it. So you can see I've got a variable tickets. In fact, there are two. One of them is prefixed by the class name, and the other is prefixed by the word self. So both of them for now is set to 0. That could be anything else. Okay. Now, the difference between the two variables are that cinema belongs to the class and self tickets will belong to an instance or an object of the class. Now that just means that cinema tickets, okay, is going to be accessible by all objects of the class. So if I've got more than one object, they will reach cinema tickets, and it will be the same variable that all the different objects are accessing. Now, if I've got self tickets, then all my objects will have its own copy of that variable. Okay, so in this case, we're going to use cinema tickets to add up all the people who go to the cinemas, but the self tickets will count how many people coming to the cinema today to watch Rambo and how many people are coming to watch Bambi. So I can count how many people are coming to see Bambi and how many people are coming to see Rambo. But together they're all in the same cinema house at different screens in the cinema house. So that is why I want to have two different variables. I'm going to show you a picture. So here I've got a word diagram. So my word diagram. What it shows you here, I've got the class A, okay? So my run class that's going to use the methods in class A, I create two different objects. When I create the object, I get a copy of class A, and I've got a copy of class A again. So the one is called object 1 and the other one is called object 2. So here is my object 1 and there's my object 2. So you can see everything that is in this class is exactly what I've got in that class, and everything that I've got in this class is exactly what I've got in that class. But they're two copies. They're separated. They're totally separate. The first one has got the word object. The word object 1 identifies or names this copy of class A, and object 2 identifies this copy of class A. So these are totally separate copies in memory of that class. So when I go object variable 1, it refers to variable 1 that's here. And when I go object 2 dot variable 1, then it's another variable 1. It's also called variable 1, but it's in a different variable. It's separate. They're separate variables. And the computer knows when I prefix the variable name with object 1 or with object 2, the computer knows, must he look at this one or at that one. Okay, so that is an instance variable because each of these copies are instances of my class A. Now I've got another variable 1, class A variable 1, which is variable 1 with a prefix of the class name. So class name dot variable name. Now when I am in my run class, if I use this variable, so I can say this variable, and I will get to you see, I can refer to it with a class A. I can also say object 1 dot v1 Okay, so let's make it v2 because otherwise it's, so when I say object 1D v1, but I refer to the class, the one that is prefixed with a class, then it doesn't matter which object it is. Okay, let's make it v2 because otherwise it's too confusing. So I've got a variable 2. Variable 2 is this one here. Okay, can you see? It's one variable. He's not part of the different instances. I haven't got in object 1, I haven't got that v2. And in object 2, I haven't got the v2. Okay, so I can refer to it with both object names. Okay, I can refer to it with both object names. Doesn't matter what my object name is that I use for this variable. The computer will go up and look here to find that value. So the variables are depending on how they've been prefixed, where the computer keeps that variable and how it's accessed. So I'm now going to go back to Spider and show you how I've used it. I've got a function. This function says cinema tickets increment by whatever the value of tickets is. So if somebody bought 2 tickets, 2 will be added to cinema tickets, which is then returned. But if I call this function, which is the screen tickets, so for a particular screen in the cinema, if they bought 2 tickets, then 2 tickets is added to one variable for the screen, whichever screen it was that is calling that function. So let's see, how did I use it? Okay, I've imported my class. I've imported the class. Now I make 2 different objects. The one object is Rainbow Cinema and the other one is Bambi Cinema. Okay, I initialize some variables and I loop. Okay, now I say movie. Movie is which movie would you like to see? Rambo or Bambi? And how many tickets do you want to buy? Okay, then I say if it was Rambo, now I'm going to go Rambo, increment my screen ticket with that number of tickets, and also Rambo increment the cinema tickets with that same number of tickets. This is my Rambo count and this is my visitor count. But I can do the same for Bambi. I can say, well, if it wasn't Rambo, then I'm going to increment my Bambi tickets. So the screen ticket count is how many tickets they're going to buy plus whatever they had before. Otherwise, increment the cinema tickets with the ticket count. And here Bambi count and visitor count is my variables. And here I print out Bambi count, Rambo count, visitors. Okay, and then I want to know if I must sell more tickets. Now I'm going to run that. Oh, here it says Rambo. Sorry, it's a bit low. Rambo, I want to see Rambo. Okay, how many tickets? I want to buy 1 ticket. Okay, do I want to sell more tickets? Yes. Okay, now I want to sell Rambo again. Okay, so how many tickets? I want to buy 3 tickets. Okay, so I just want to show you. When I bought 1 ticket for Rambo, my Rambo count went up by 1 and my total count went up by 1. So now I'm going to say buy Rambo again. My Rambo is plus 3 because I bought 3 tickets. That 1 plus 3 is 4 and the total is 1 plus 4. But now I'm going to buy a ticket for Bambi. Okay, so I want to see Bambi. Okay, now I want to buy, let's say 2 tickets. 2 tickets. Okay, now can you see Bambi count is 2. Rambo count didn't change, but the total is 6. So the 4 that I had before for the total plus the 2 of Bambi gave me that 6. And that happened, I was just calling the increment cinema tickets. Even with 2 different object names, I still had the right incrementation of my total ticket count. Because Rambo increments the screen ticket and Bambi increments the screen ticket, these are instance variables prefixed by self, and that is why these are individual counts. So let's just see. So increment screen ticket, self ticket counts plus ticket. So Bambi and Rambo have got two different tickets, two different self.tickets. And then cinema tickets plus tickets, all the objects will increment the same variable. And that is the difference between class and instance variables.